Hi there. So in the previous episode we left off at this. Yeah. One of the viewers said to me that since this is a Bitwig tutorial, then perhaps it would be a good idea to focus mainly on Bitwig devices. And he mentioned that it was weird seeing the first sound to come out of the Bitwig was generated by Panderbox, which is a VST plugin. So yeah, I like this instrument, this particular patch a lot, so I'm not going to change it, but I will use this opportunity to maybe show you something interesting and something which is quite unique to Bitwig. So we have our kick drum clip, and what we can do is we can grab it and drag it to an empty line while holding Alt. What Bitwig did, it bounced the clip into audio on the fly. So we have a audio clip instead of MIDI, and obviously we don't have VST here anymore. But we have 8 hits of the kick. Why is that? This is because the original MIDI clip is looped after 1 bar. So what Bitwig does, it renders actually 2 bars of the clip when if it's looped, and as you can see, it loops the second half. This is simply to preserve the longer tails of the notes, or maybe some effects like delay and so on, so that they are the effects started in this part of the clip, that they are already included in the part that will be looping. So obviously for our purpose we don't want that, we just need 1 kick. So what we are going to do is we will simply shorten the clip to just 1/4 note, and we will disable the loop. So it only plays once and nothing else. So now if we take it with the Alt, we have a single audio file, and now we can deactivate this track and we can hide it. This icon hides all the inactive tracks, so we can hide it. It doesn't use any CPU because it's disabled. Disabled and hidden. So now we have our kick in shape of audio. Can, for the sake of it, maybe add some fade out, it even shorter, and obviously we want to loop that this time, and let's hear it now. Sorry, obviously it's too long. Yeah, that's better. It sounds the same, but there is one thing. Remember, here we have a ducking EQ, and the sidechaining doesn't work because we don't have the track that we used for that is disabled. So this one don't really know which one is. Now we know that this is the sampled kick. Yeah, so it works back again. You can name it back to just kick. Yeah, and it works. Okay, so that was one thing. Now, okay, maybe I will show one more thing. Let's bring that back up again. So that was how to bounce MIDI clip on the fly, but we can do something even cooler, I would say. Let's add an instrument track. Let's put a sampler on it. So what you can do in Bitwig is you can again take our MIDI clip. We have to enable it. Yeah, we take our MIDI clip and drag it to the sampler, and it's bounced in the sampler. Notice that I took the MIDI clip, dragged it to the sampler window, and it was bounced on the fly again. So yeah, we can also do it like that. We don't have to play with audio if we don't want to. If you want to make some, more complex transitions, some rolls, some pitch shifting, whatever, it might be easier to do it with MIDI. So, but for now, let's stick to our sampled kick. Let's disable this again and hide. Okay, now maybe let's add some hi-hats, and for that we are going to use Bitwig's electronic hi-hat device. It's pretty complex. It has a lot of, it has a comp filter, it has a high-pass filter, it has a FM component, it has a clicky part. You can, put additional effects into that. So it's quite complex, and it actually can produce quite a vast range of sounds. But for now, we are going to use this first preset, which I know sounds good. Let's add a change the color. Let's make it baseline green. So let's make a simple pattern. What we want is we want to see that the baseline. Yeah, I don't want to add it. Okay, but I want to do, as you noticed, I like to do things which are maybe repeatable, but they sound kind of random. So in the spirit of that approach, we will maybe make something weird here. So we will make a pattern which is 5 quarter notes long, so that it doesn't loop in an even manner. Here we are going to switch to drawing tool, and while holding Alt, you can actually make a ramp. Sorry, I need to select first. Can make a ramp velocity. Okay. Let's maybe mute the baseline So you see that this pattern is slightly longer, so this part with the with this repeating sequence doesn't always happen in the same moment. So that's one thing. Second thing, maybe we can change the sound a bit. Okay. And now what we are going to do, we will add a, let's say, virtual open hi-hat by using modulation or automation actually. So we can also edit automation in the clip view, and we will simply, we have the decay, so if I touch it, this will be the parameter that I'm going to automate. And if I add it here, nothing changes obviously, but now I'm going to switch to draw tool. Okay, but again, we want it to be random, so let's enable the free running loop, and as you can see, this automation repeats itself every 4 quarter notes, whereas the notes, they repeat every 5 quarter notes. So as you can see, as you can hear, open hi-hat falls on a different notes every time. Yeah, so that adds small variation. Maybe even make it yeah, that's even better. Okay, so we have hi-hats, we have our kick and the bass line. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode.